What's up, MetaNerdz? This video is all about the very unique line of weapons used almost exclusively by the Black Sun Crime Syndicate, and we'll look at some of the out-of-universe inspirations, as well as how something like this could really work. Let's start with the Black Sun Foot Soldier Blaster. This is a double-barreled heavy blaster pistol, a class of pistols that include the DL-44, while things like the SE-14 are considered light blasters. A relatively large weapon at about 1.5 feet long and 1.25 feet tall. You can compare it to an earth pistol by saying it was about 2.5 Glock 17s long and 3 tall, while holding it out with one hand would take up about as much space as an MP5. The bolts from the top and bottom barrels fired at the same time, and are red in color, indicating that they are a cheaper grade of Tabana gas than the yellow bolts, and not especially ionized like blue bolts. What's kinda weird is that these bolts appear to be moving slower, which may mean that although the power is in the heavy blaster range, this is more because of the greater mass of the plasma fired, as it certainly isn't putting out that much force because of its acceleration. Perhaps there simply isn't enough space to fit a system that can both energize and store Tabana gas for both shots, while also having the power to fire them quickly, all within a single-handed weapon. Why this blaster pistol was never picked up by other organizations may just be the fact that you can't easily conceal it or wear it on your hip and walk around, so it falls into a strange place where it can't be as tactically useful as just a blaster rifle or carbine, as firing this from behind cover could get very tricky with that bottom barrel. Not that it has sights to aim down, but even if you wanted to accurately place these shots, the lower bolts would always be off. This makes the weapon more of a spray and pray option, perfect for sowing terror in places where you don't care about innocent lives lost. Basically a weapon that could only work with a crime syndicate. This double-barrel technology was also seen in the Black Sun blaster rifle, for which there really isn't that much info, but still would suffer from these issues just mentioned. That is, of course, unless this part that looks something like an underslung shotgun didn't fire at the same time as the main barrel, but had some sort of special munition. So that's it for the breakdown, but you definitely want to hear these cool facts and behind the scenes stuff. This blaster pistol was inspired by the robot guards in the 1979 movie The Black Hole, and I'm sure some people thought it was inspired by the Covenant's blaster rifle from Halo. This weapon first appeared in the 5th season of the Clone Wars, when Maul pays a visit to the Black Sun base on Mustafar. And the Black Sun rifle first appeared in Star Wars Comic 6. Now I know that they were technically shown with recoil, but a really cool thing I wanted to share with you guys is that the way this gun is laid out, recoil really shouldn't affect this weapon too much. And this principle would be true for slug throwers from the planet Earth as well. In fact, the reason why you get muzzle climb, where recoil puts your shots higher and higher, is because your grip is below the force pushing backwards. But if it was also above the bottom barrel, the recoil wanting to push down and the recoil wanting to push up should cancel out and make the force just go backwards. Of course, you would still feel the recoil as it would just go back into you, but you wouldn't experience muzzle climb when firing this thing rapidly. So that's it for the Black Sun's special line of blasters. If you want to connect with us or help support this channel, be sure to check out the links in the description down below, and be sure to like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. But most important of all, remember, you can judge a man by his blaster of choice, and the Force will be with you. Always.